Hi everyone, this is Mike with a short epilogue to last night's proceedings for week one of the 40-day transformation. This will also serve as a little Cliff Note summary for those of you, for the couple of you who weren't able to attend last night. But in terms of the program outlining components, there's going to be 6 Monday group sessions, which I think you all are aware of. And the yoga requirement is that you practice yoga 6 out of 7 days of the week, either in studio, preferably with the teachers, that would be great, or online through Zoom, or one of our pre-recorded classes, or if there's another place that you do yoga where you like to do yoga, then you're also able to do that. But your tuition for the program in part includes your unlimited yoga for at least 40 days, unless you're a member and you can keep going. There's home practice components, which we'll outline. I'm going to include another video later tonight that's going to give you some instructions on how to do the breath work that we're going to do at home. As you've been seeing today, there's an interactive text thread that's going around on Telegram, and some of you have already started to book appointments to see Risa and I. So we're offering one-to-one sessions with everyone. We'd like to meet with everyone over the next couple of weeks. So if you can find a slot to meet with either Risa or I, you choose. Risa's going to meet with half of the folks, and I'm going to meet with the other half of the folks, and we'll go from there. We're also going to explore meditation techniques in this program. Meditation through breath, meditation through seated meditation. There's walking meditation. We're going to have meditations on food and energy meditations also. You experienced a little bit of the energy meditation last night, and that'll be a thread that'll continue throughout the program also. Each week we're going to have a food experiment. As I mentioned last night, think of the food in terms of not like eating a particular way because it's better for me, but eating for a particular way to see more clearly how I'm showing up in terms of what my relationship to food is. And I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. You always have the option to journal all of your awakenings, or your daily awakening or your weekly awakening as you go. And there'll be opportunities for you to share your awakenings week to week as we meet in the program. We will also do small group and partner work over the course of the program. So we're going to be experimenting with a variety of formats within this 26-person group that we can create little sharing circles to move through our content in a way that gives everybody a chance to fully participate. We're also going to have an experiential breathwork session in week 3. That's going to be an extended night. We'll probably go to close to 9:30 at that night. So if you can make arrangements for that. The whole session is going to be dedicated to a dear friend of mine who's coming down to lead us through experiential breathwork. And experiential breathwork is a very deep form of yogic breathing that brings us into a altered state of consciousness. So that will be very interesting and exciting, and has been for all the previous groups who've done it. We did not get to chant last night, and we're going to open with that on next week. So come prepared for chanting to learn a little bit about what that is. We also incorporate some contemplative practices in the program. The practices that we're bringing into the program are based on Christian mysticism, so Christian contemplative practices. So we'll be weaving those in throughout the program, and we'll do more qigong and energy work like we did last night. It will also be experimenting with various forms of pranayama. Each week there'll be a new form of yogic breathing that we will be working on, and of course we'll be reading Yoga and the Quest for the True Self. We'll also use Telegram potentially to create a playlist on our YouTube channel, which is called The Hive, where we can share videos that we like, that we think may be of interest to you on your journey. You're not required to watch these videos, but it's supplemental content for you to, if you want to go in that direction and take a break from Netflix or whatever streaming service that you normally use. So we're hoping that this program is going to help you clearly see the forces that drive your life. A lot of students question how often they should practice yoga. I always get asked, do I do yoga every day? And if I was to say yes to that question, then people might assume that I do, yoga postures every day. But yoga is broader than the yoga postures. So I do practice yoga every day, but I don't do downward dog every day. So if that helps, we can talk more about that as we go. But while subtle, the benefits of yoga are unmistakable. We can move towards an enhanced sense of calmness and purpose and well-being, less stress. We get hooked less of the time. We'll get stronger, more flexible, and have better balance over time. Develop an enhanced ability to have focus and concentration, which was a goal that some of you had mentioned last night. Also, some of you mentioned enhanced vitality. Regular practitioners of yoga also can experience improvements with chronic health conditions. So that may occur also through the practice of yoga. But in this, so these are all benefits that can happen by doing yoga. They're not, I'm going to go do yoga so I can get these benefits. We're doing yoga so that we can see ourselves more clearly and find a place of presence and peace. And any other benefits that accrue, which will happen over time, are a bonus. And think of it, if you think of it that way, rather than I'm going to yoga to lose weight, I'm going to yoga to get six-pack abs and a beach body. That's not what we're doing here. So we also don't generally establish a link between emotions and food, and emotions and physical health, or the impact of emotional and physical health on the body, and much less how these forces drive us from moment to moment. So maybe this week when you're not eating bread, you might have a moment where you have an urge to have a slice of bread or a piece of sourdough or a piece of toast or an English muffin or whatever it is that you think of as bread, and give you an opportunity to reflect on what's going on, what's happening right now, and what am I feeling that I can't eat that bread. I'm already missing my bread. I was looking for it with my soup that I had for breakfast this morning. A question for you, you can think about as you're watching this video: am I at peace right now in all aspects of my life? Can I get enough distance from the forces that drive me to see how I really show up in the world? So you're either at peace in this moment or you're not at peace in this moment. To make it through this program, which you all will, with flying colors, I'm quite sure, use the support around you. The support of the community. We have a huge community in this room with the 26 people is invaluable. The people that you'll be taking yoga class is an invaluable part of the community, as are our teachers, practitioners, and healers here at Roots to Wings. Respect your body. I can't say that enough. Don't push yourself to the point where you run the risk of hurting yourself. So in Kripalu Yoga, which is the tradition that I was trained in, and Risa also was trained in Kripalu Yoga, there's this balance between effort and surrender, where if you go any further, it would be too much, and any less, you wouldn't feel anything. And that's kind of a wide riverbanks there. So you have to find your place in between those two riverbanks, where you don't want to be not feeling anything, but you don't want to be feeling so much that's creating stress for you either. So, and we have great teachers here at Roots to Wings who will guide you through that process, but always respect the condition of your body. It changes from day to day, and you'll see that over the course of the program. It's okay to take this time for yourself. It's okay. And you'll be more present. You may experience that you're more present in your life by taking this time for yourself. Just roll out your mat at home. If you have a yoga mat at home, roll out your mat at home in front of your front door, so you have to walk by your mat every day, and it'll be a reminder, or put it right when you get out of bed. You roll your mat and set it next to your bed when you get out of bed in the morning. It's just a reminder that you're relinking yourself to the 40-day program and the wishes that you all brought forth last night. So food as a method of self-inquiry. Are you used by food, or do you use food for your goal? So observing what we eat is not about, and fasting, it's not about not eating. It's about seeing more clearly. Diets, fads, and fasts all fail because we do them to get someplace where we're not right now. And we miss the seeing part as we go. In addition, on the food piece of this, you'll have a chance to build habits in a new way. Many people who've taken the 40-day program have used this as an opportunity to experiment with other dietary pieces. So, for example, people might choose to not eat meat, or not eat sugar, or not drink alcohol, or reduce caffeine, or whatever it is. And this is a great time to be in a community that can support you as you go through that. But make sure it's something that you can willing to experiment with if you choose to do that. But we're here to support you if you do. On cultivating quietude, simplicity, and presence, and peace, and balance in your life starts, as we mentioned last night, with moving the body and listening to what the body is telling us. Yoga prepares the body and the mind for the rigors of meditation. And our progress in meditation is measured by becoming more patient, more forgiving, more secure, more sensible, and you'll notice those effects as we go. It takes a lot of courage to look deeply and honestly at ourselves with compassion. Okay, so you got the homework for the week, which is no bread. Start reading your book, get on Telegram, book your one-to-one with us, and the other piece of the homework, which will be in a separate video, because I'm just not set up to lie down on the floor and record myself right now, is called 3-part breathing, Dirga Pranayam, which is going to be for 5 minutes a day. So those of you who've been regularly practicing yoga at Rich to Wings, you already know what that breath is. We're going to do that breath for 5 minutes each day as part of your home practice that doesn't take the place of the yoga class that you come to. Okay? So thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon. You might want to put this on 1.25 speed if you need to listen to it again. I think I talk pretty fast, but maybe not fast enough for some of you. Remember, we're hopelessly compelled to action. It's a given. The question is, can we learn to act on purpose? And what is that purpose that we're acting on? So I hope you can meditate and reflect on those things. And I'll see you on campus, and Risa will see you on campus very soon. Take care.